The supply of firearms to criminals is a threat to public safety. Researcher at the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organised Crime, Jenni Irish-Qhobosheane, says in order to limit supply, we must fix the central firearms registry. On average, 34 firearm-related murders occur daily in South Africa.
Trying to deal with the demand for firearms is not working. We've seen, to the SAPS credit, that over the last 10 years, SAPS have arrested more than 125,000 people for the possession of illegal firearms. That's an incredibly high number. And despite that, we are finding that organized crime groupings, gangs, etc., don't seem to be finding it difficult to access firearms. So we're saying let's turn that on its head. Let's start looking at the supply of firearms. Let's start looking at where are the firearms coming from, and how can we start limiting that supply? How can we make government departments more accountable for the firearms under their jurisdiction? How can we deal with issues of security companies that close down and then we don't know what happens to their firearms? So that's the one issue. The second issue is we believe that there's been a blurring of the lines between legal and illegal firearms. And that has been, and we see that in the case, the case that's currently ongoing in Gauteng with certain underground figures from Cape Town that came up to Gauteng and fraudulently acquired gun licenses. So we also believe that a critical factor is we need to fix the Central Firearms Registry. We believe that the Central Firearms Registry is not functioning the way it should be and that it needs to be fixed. So if we start looking at who is supplying the firearms, how can we cut off that supply, and looking at fixing the Central Firearms Registry, it's not going to solve the entire problem, but it will have a significant impact on the availability of illicit firearms.